You did
Because
make
we don't have the
decisions.
budget set until March.
But
of the
if you're
year.
expecting them to have their applications in, maybe you should plan ahead and tell them this is what your minimum wage will be. Because for some of them, it wasn't worth their while to even apply.
Well, we're at minimum wage now.
Pretty much, yeah.
But if you're expecting the kids to invest maybe $130 in their training costs, and that's 30 hours, maybe located in Sioux City that makes 5 or 6 trips to do your training, you can't expect to pay them minimum wage where they can get any job in Sac City for minimum wage without having to jump through those hoops.
Can we not provide that? Is that doable for us? Would that be maybe an incentive to get more people to do it? Especially those that aren't even, I mean, how old do you have to be to be
Do we
like
make
that?
them pay for their own training?
When we switched over to Red
See, they pay
Cross.
$130, and the license is good for 3 years.
But
You mean
their
the child
CPR
welfare
has to be done
pay?
every
Their
year.
CPR has to be done every year.
And that's another $30 to $70 a year.
We can, I know this,
Well, I
we
think,
could talk about the
yeah, and that's just
CPR.
going to be listening to Mike and listen and just knowing how things are going. You know, we got less kids in town, there's more other activities. This isn't an issue that's going to go away as far as lifeguards and number of swimmers. So I really think that we need to really look at this. I agree 100%. Let's get this set, and when Mike, a month before Mike needs to send out advertisements for that, we should have everything all in place, what we're going to pay for, and what's expected of them too, is job description. Is there a job description that they are to be there at 10 minutes? And I like the idea of hiring some kids for the concession stands, that not lifeguards.
What about going to the community?
They
want
can
to see
pick
it
up
run
the
better.
trash.
What about like Lake City does? They have a theater down there that's owned by volunteers. What about volunteers coming in and running a concession stand? Let the lifeguards get paid what they were supposed to do. Watch people and the safety of the kids in the pool. What about asking the community, you know, to share in wanting to see things improve out there with the help of them as well? Would volunteers work for you? I mean, I'm sure you could find something for them to do out there, volunteers. I mean, that would be their effort.
Pick up the trash.
So would I.
There we go.
I mean,
Our kids are up there anyway. I mean, I just want to see people happy, and I'm.
instead of taking the time away from the lifeguards, what they're getting paid
Are
to
the
do.
concession stands open the whole time, or they just open like a 20-minute period?
No, they're,
Yeah.
and we do run short at the end of the year. I'll admit to that, but we're trying. I don't like to have stuff left over. They don't forget it. It's like you take it back.
Could we sell it to the next thing that...
Sell it down here.
Well, have we come to some conclusion so we can move on? We'll get a committee together and look at all of the options. Thank you for coming. That's the way things get settled and things get done, so we appreciate it. Thank you, Mike, as well, very much.
And do you have any reference to that Facebook information?
No, just other than the person's name who told me that it was on a Facebook. Have you heard of that, Mike?
No, I haven't.
First time here.
Thank you, everybody, for your time and your comments.